Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today we are going back out to one of my favorite little local ponds right here, and we're going to try to get on some big bass. I have not been to this pond in quite some time, and it has cooled down quite a bit since I've been here, so I'm hoping I can get on some big fish in this little pond here. Got a little chatterbait, little weightless Texas rig, as well as just a finesse little Nico rig set up on my spinning reel. So let's get to a good spot. Let's put our stuff down. Probably cast in this little chatterbait first, then let's just get right into this video. I think if we can find some fish, this pond is usually pretty hard to catch fish, but I've had some times that I just got here and I catch a bunch, and a bunch of good ones. So let's get right into this video. Stick with it, stay tuned, hit that like, subscribe. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're just walking to the first spot right here. It's gonna start out with this little 1/2 ounce kind of bluegill colored, natural colored saucy swimmer, or chatterbait with a 3.3 inch Googan bait saucy swimmer on the back. If you guys remember the last time I was here, that video was probably posted a couple weeks ago at this point. I found a little spot, a little honey hole, where, that was a terrible cast, where I threw this chatterbait and I got on, I think 5 fish in the matter of 20 minutes, just slow rolling this chatterbait. So we're gonna see if we can't replicate that. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it killed it as I was taking it out of the water. Oh my gosh, I literally reeled it in and he ate it as I was taking it out of the water. That was a good fish. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys could see that. You guys could probably hear that in the GoPro. Oh, why won't he take it again? Oh my gosh. He just blew up on it. What the heck? I was literally taking it out of the water, and a good fish. I couldn't tell how big it was, but that was a good splash. What the heck? He's got to be like right here. Maybe I will get on some with this chatterbait. He must have been right up shallow. Oh my God, that's a fish. Oh my gosh, I thought it was weeds. It's a really tiny fish. I was just letting my bait sit out there. I thought I had weeds on it because I didn't feel him fighting. But that's a little fish on the lunker log. Little 5-inch lunker log right here. And a little 3/0 Texas rig hook. It's not a bad little fish to start off the day. I was just letting it sit out there, not even moving it, and he was on there. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe I can get some on these slower moving baits, like this lunker log. Let's get this little guy back. Alright guys, let's get this little guy back. Small fish, but I'll take it for the first fish of the day. Let's get him back. There he goes. Yeah, so I just casted the lunker log out there. I was just letting it sit. Thought I had weeds on it, so I started reeling it in. All of a sudden, he jumped, and it was a little fish. I'll take it. Not a bad one for the first one of the day. But I think if we keep throwing this, I broke off on that chatterbait, which is what I got the first bite of the day on. But I tied up a swim jig. Maybe we can get some on that. But that's a good start. We got one for the day. I think I'm going to keep throwing this for now, and maybe we can get on some more. Oh, I just got bit again. Maybe they do want this lunker log. That's 3 bites, and I haven't been throwing it for too long. And of course the one little guy. They seem they kind of peck at it, run with it for a second, and then kind of drop it. I can't tell. They're probably just smaller fish. They're just kind of being a little bit finicky, trying to eat this bait. Oh, there's a fish. Some just ate it right there. I don't think he has it anymore. That was definitely a bite. Now I'm in some weeds. He just kind of pecked at it and kind of dragged it away for a second, and then he let it go. Probably a small guy. There's definitely, oh, there's definitely a fish right here. He took it for a second time, but I couldn't really tell. Probably just a small one. Yep, that's a bite. He's running with it. He's running with it. Oh, he let it go. I'm so afraid to set the hook just because it doesn't really seem like these fish are fully taking the bait. So I really want to wait a second, but maybe if I set the hook a little bit quicker, I'll just get him as they're dragging it out. There's definitely quite a bit more grass in this corner, as I said before, which may be why these fish are hanging it, even though it is so shallow. That grass gives them some cover, and they could just easily ambush something like the bait I'm throwing now. I mean, they could just be small ones, like the ones that I've caught, the half-pounders, but I gotta think that at least a couple of the bites have been from bigger fish, even if it's like a 2-pounder, and they're just kind of short striking it. This corner is definitely, oh, there's a fish. Got it, got it, got it. Oh, that's a decent one. That's a decent fish. He's not coming up. That's a decent fish. Maybe he's just in the grass, but seems like a better one. Oh, not much better. Maybe a little bit better than that first one. I knew that I could get him if I just switched to something like this wacky rig. He ran with it. This corner has so many fish. It's getting bites on every single cast. And that is a healthy little, probably about half-pounder. Not a bad little fish to start, or to get in this corner. Second fish of the day. We have a decent amount of time to fish. Not too long, but I think if we fish in this corner, we'll be able to get on some more. Let's get this guy back. Alright guys, let's get this little guy back. I knew if I just switched up the wacky rig, I would get him. There he goes. On the wacky rig. I knew they were all destroying the lunker log on that Texas rig, but I figured something a little bit more finessey, something maybe they could get in their mouths a little bit easier, even if they are bigger fish. If they're just kind of short striking the bait, maybe they'll take this. And of course, that dude did. He was in the grass, so I thought he was much bigger, but I will definitely take it. Not a bad second fish of the day, but we should be able to get on at least like a 2-pounder in this pond, because I know there are a lot in here. Let's get back in. Let's get on some more fish. Alright guys, I'm just voicing over this clip right here, just to clear some things up before we get into the rest of today's video, which by the way, if you are enjoying, make sure you hit that like, subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much for the support as of recent. But essentially, I have one more good little fishing clip right here for you guys. This was actually from a little while ago, but I figured this video only had 2 fish catches in it, and this is a pretty good fish on a jig that I wanted to share with you guys. But also, I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading as consistently as I usually am. It's just been so much work with school and everything going on right now. But hope you enjoy this fish clip. I have some more videos in the works, so stay tuned for those, and let's get right back into the rest of today's video. Let's go. Lefty. Oh my god, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, that's not a bad one, I don't think. No way. On the drop. On the drop. Let's go, finally. He is a chubby dude. He is eating. Wow, that dude is fat. Not a bad fish. Probably a little bit over half a pound. But he killed the jig. All of a sudden just felt weight on it. That was crazy. And he is a chubby dude. He was not going anywhere. Hooks right in the side of the mouth. And look at that fish. He's not a very long fish. But, oh, and he will not chill out. But that's a fat fish. Look at that fish right there. Hey, chubby. This dude has been eating. And he killed the jig. I'll take it. Not a bad one. On the jig, the little micro jig. Let's get him back in the water. Alright, guys. Nice little bass on the jig, and I will take it. It has been a grind to catch some fish today. And he was absolutely hungry. Feeding on whatever, and obviously wanted that jig. As soon as it hit the water, let's get him back. There he goes. Finally, on that little nano jig. Just cast it out there. Lefty cast. right next to some weeds. All of a sudden, I felt some weight, and I was like, wait a second. And he was on there, right? As soon as that bait hit the water. That was so sick. Maybe we could get one more, take a few more casts, but I will take it. We got on a fish today. Not a bad little chubby guy as well. I'll take it. Let's get back in there.